Hey guys, it's Beaver back with the second episode in Challenge Series, and we're going to jump right into it with our first two subscriber stories. The first one comes from Diddle, or Diddletron, or Games Diddley, however you may know him. And he says, "Sorry Beaver, I won't have time to record any PP footage. I used it on Metro but only managed to get a 5 kill streak. My PP is too small and all the girls laugh at it." I thought that was a pretty hilarious message. I hope you guys enjoyed to hear that. And the second one is from Silent Wyvern. He also sent in another one, if you guys remember from my video on Thursday or Friday. I think it was Friday I posted it. And he says, "Story, used the PP-19 all last night and easily got 100 kills at least. I was mistaken with this gun. At first the low damage wasn't impressing me, but coupled with the high rate of fire, large ammo capacity, and tight grouping, I was dropping carbines, LMGs, and even a few assault rifles in head-to-head fights. I found myself needing to be closer in to effectively engage targets with the suppressor. Anything past medium range was out of the question. Even though the PP-19 with an ACOG is hilarious looking, can't honestly say I'd ever use it again, given guns like the P90 do exactly the same thing but faster, but I will definitely have a newfound respect for this weapon." So I did a little bit horrible at reading that message. I've never actually been good at reading and speaking out loud. That was one of the things that I think my second grade teacher pointed out and had me practice, and it was no good. It didn't do anything for me. So I'd like to thank those two guys that sent in those stories. And remember that you guys can send in your clip stories or battle reports or anything you'd like, and you could get featured on this channel, or just get your story out there if you would enjoy such a thing. Now, for my thoughts on this weapon, I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed using that PP-19 because it brings a factor of stealth to it. So when you're using this weapon, you feel like you are a ninja. At least I do. And I find that because it is so whisper quiet, no one knows that you are coming or where you're shooting from. Weapons like the P90, for example, since that was already mentioned in this commentary, with its suppressor, it still has a fairly loud, noticeable noise. So if you're wearing a headset, and come on, let's get real, a lot of us are all wearing headsets, you can hear that noise in your headset and pinpoint approximately where it's coming from, like left or right, or, behind me or whatever. With that P19, you have no clue. Like, it's just like a whisper. So no one ever knows where you are or where you're coming from. And as you saw on that card clip, that I would not have got that 10 kill streak, I am pretty sure, if it wasn't for that gun. Anyway, so I had an excellent time using this class, and I hope you guys all did. I know I got approximately 300 or 400 kills with this weapon over the last 2 weeks. But now it's time to trade this in for the next class. Silenced Storm, he suggested that we use the FAMAS with rifle scope, foregrip, suppressor, secondary being the M9, M320 LVG, and you may choose the rest. Now, I really like the idea of using a rifle scope. However, I don't really feel that the FAMAS is the best weapon for that, especially with the suppressor, because then you're basically putting a long-range scope with something that's going to have a large amount of bullet drop in a short period of time. And for those of you like me that also tried to use this weapon with the ballistic scope, you'll realize that with a long-range scope, this weapon tends to bounce and judder a lot. So the only way you'd have to be able to use it is on semi-auto, and I really don't think it has the damage output for that. So I hope you guys don't mind that I'm going to change the primary weapon for this. So what I'm going to suggest is that we trade in the FAMAS for the G3A3. And we do rifle scope, foregrip, and heavy barrel. That way it's like an assault class sniper rifle. It's very similar in it almost to the SKS. Now I really think that you will enjoy using this class. I'd like to thank all the people that gave some input for this episode. I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. And we will see you guys in the next episode.